What it means? Usually people are thinking about this in abstract way. You need to think about physical the others. So it is very important to work on this skill of communicating, interacting with the others. But you need, of course, to make a plan. Start with one day. First day means every day when you divide your plan, in steps. Let's say every step has a day in it. Then new day, another day. That day that you start, for instance, today, write to yourself 10 priorities. Never work on emergencies. Just don't consider any emergency, because this is where the panic will be, where the fears will be, where the uncertainty will be. Just cut it off from your visual part. Think on priority base, because when you do the first thing in your plan, make the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for today, for instance, think about 1, 2, or 3 things that you can do for yourself, body, mind, and emotional part, that all together are the part of your engine, of course. So even to be gentle to somebody is a good thing to do. So means that this way you will nurture also your inner self. Because when you arrive to the battlefield, it means when you propose yourself to the others, of course there will be people who are not that interested in what you do. But we are not, and we don't need to be good for everybody. Today we are all at the same line on the start. So means that we are running virtually all at the same level of proposition. We are proposing ourselves, because we have no intermediaries in this sense. But what it means? We don't need to be good to everybody. This is what when we start to talk about niche or niche, okay? You need to find the people who love what you are creating, because it will be a need to someone. You are going to change the life of somebody. We all need each other's. There was once Ivo Andrić, the writer, he was a Nobel Prize winner in my country. He wrote a book, Science Along the Road. Wonderful book. I was reading always this, because it was helping me to overcome those changements that I was living, because at that time we had very peaceful, very slow life. And now we have, you can see, we are running so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so glad, because for me it is important to transmit what is my experience, because I was working with so... Only now I'm starting to prepare, to put in order my sites, and it is very important for me to give to the others something that could be useful, because sometimes happens that you are alone. Sometimes happens that there is no people next to you that will support you. Sometimes you are in the conditions that you have no steady job, or you are alone, because when you are in a bad conditions, people disappear. So if you start to think in a proper way, you will defend yourself even in a bad situation. And it will happen because you never know what the life will bring to you, even if you can plan or whatever. But when we arrive to obstacles, you know, hello, oh, hello, thank you for passing by. I'm so glad. Lydia, thank you very much. This is my first time on Meerkat. I was watching Lydia before. She's fantastic because I wanted to know more, you know, about Meerkat. So it was so useful. Thank you so much. And this is what is important to know how to think, not to be passive and to wait opportunity to arrive, even if it is normal that now we are in the situation we are, you know, everything is changing now. Many steady jobs are just disappearing. And in the future, probably the small firms or 5, 20 people will be the most used form of creativity, union between people to work on projects. For the moment, we also have this, you know, transition that we are coming from opportunity way of thinking, because maybe we need to change. So, what is important now for you? Just to think, to make a choice. Whether you are going to stay and be passive or be active, opportunity thinker or strategic thinker. And if you want to live good, you need to make a choice for yourself and to say to yourself, I can make it. Because we are all unique. There is no other people like each one of us, each one of you. Therefore, you need to make a choice and to realize yourself. If you want me to help you somehow, just write, connect. I'll be so happy to answer on your questions. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lydia. Yes. This was, this was idea I was thinking, I was working 2 years without a vacation, and I said, before going to my first vacation after 2 years, I'm going to talk to people, to say them that I'm going to work to help them leverage the brilliance, because I think we all have this. And in my experience, I realized that people very often don't realize that they are approaching a wrong way. We have two ways, opportunistic or strategic way. Opportunistic, no responsibility, but no project. You are a part of the project of somebody else. Instead, if you choose the strategic, means you have a vision. You follow your vision. You follow your dream. The bigger dream, better is. But of course, this means a challenge. Accept a challenge, accept responsibility. It means work a lot. This is why I told you before about Gary Vaynerchuk. I love him because he also comes from East, and he said his father made him work so hard, and he realized, that he need. If you want to have success, you need to work hard. That's I've read yesterday his article on Medium.com. This is the straightest road to success. I think that's the title, and he's inspiring, and that's true. More you work, more you grow, because this physical, as I told you before, this physical, challenge to move your body and this will to not to accept negativity from other people, and not and always, if you have a negative thought, I can't, I don't know, I'm not able, just remove it. Don't accept it, not even from yourself, because somebody told you this. Means don't. Maybe you are not that good, but nobody is excellent at that point. That's why we are repeating certain actions to gain brilliance. But you don't need to expect from yourself to be immediately perfect. Nobody wants perfect people. We are all humans, but we can bring this, what we have, our brilliance, to the others, because others need and choose what they need, from the that's why we are connecting so much, and that's why networking is important, because if people are thinking new technologies and technology, no, I can tell you, because I'm born with technology. I started with Amiga and Commodore, and I started when internet started. So I was working on virtual reality. You can find on Tesla Lux Academy, YouTube, my work on Milano in Virtuale, the city of Milan. In this technology thing, it is the image of our inner world. That's why it's born. It's something from inside, invisible, that became visible. So we have to use it. This is our strength. This is a part of ourselves. So it's not a strange thing. And it is easy. Like Lydia. I went today because I've read that she is talking. You can ask her. So I went there. I never made any streaming before. So I went there and I asked her, and she told me 3 questions. So just ask others, because you can see people are there to help you. It is very important to ask. It is very important to participate. It is very important to let know others what you are thinking. It is action and interaction. Okay, remember, not only passive way, opportunistic, but also a strategic action and interaction, communicating. It's on the north of Italy, Central Europe, for those of you who don't know. And this is the place that the tour operators of the world declared the most beautiful square of the world. So, my dears, thank you so much. You made my day today. Thank you, Lydia. I'm so happy I meet you. So this place, you maybe have heard about Leonardo da Vinci. He was in this place, and he made in his Codex B, there is a stable that he designed, drew in this place. Okay. I hope you can think later on about this way of thinking, because we often are looking around for the solutions, and we never think that we have it already. But nobody teaches us to recognize this difference in thinking about, because if you think in a wrong way, you will find the wrong way, the wrong road. So if you, let me just take a juice of this my contribution, small contribution, there are two ways of thinking. So one is opportunity thinking and another is strategic thinking. So opportunity thinking is for talent shows, and strategic thinking is for professional. Means if you want to live of it, you can also make a transition, but and try to work and to do something. But if you start to think in this way of strategic thinking and you make a plan, you will see that you will arrive to the right tools to support your skills, and that will give you the right input to find the best form to express yourself. I was working a lot with musicians. I think that what is important, for instance, when we have people like Ricky and Poveri, they are very humble. Yesterday I have made a interview with the owner of the label BMA Music, and this band, I think they know each other, I think, for 45 years, or they are something like this. Millions and millions of CDs sold, and I have asked him what was the main thing that, by his opinion, why they were lasting so long. We have Rolling Stones and we have Ricky Poveri. All others have less, years on the world stage. And he said they are simple. And not only while I'm preparing strategies for them for this BMA Music, and I was watching the material, I've seen also the videos that this owner of BMA Music, Giorgio Tani, made. And what I have noticed, when they are doing the rehearsals, do you know that they are always rehearsing like they are in the show? It's incredible. They are so professional that every song is like they are, directly making a show, and not a rehearsal. This is an incredible thing. After 45 years, that is something. Means that the habits, they have are the right habits that they can't do differently. They are just brilliant, even when rehearsing. So if you see them during the rehearsals or on the show, they are the same. This is when you choose this road or this way, strategic way. Because on this way you will find fears, you will find uncertainties for sure. And even if you think that you are not that skilled, be sure when trying, rehearsing, you will get better and better and better, because what is happening when you are repeating? You are entering deeply, more deep and more deep and more deep in this. Also in this matter, or in literature, in writing, more you are in it, more you dedicate yourself, better you will become. So protect yourself, please. Don't accept people who are saying to you, you can't, you are not, you will never. That's not true. And be ready also, if you are in any artistic business, that you have to fight first, you have to work on yourself. You have to prepare yourself. Like any other sportsman do, you have to have habits, during the day, and work as hard as possible, as Vaynerchuk Gary said. But what you need to do also is go out, show what you know to do, make an errors, doesn't matter. More errors you make, better you will become. And not only, you will also see that the fear is nothing but an alarm system that is saying this is just the zone where you haven't been yet. And there is no way that you are going then to feel the fear the same identical way as before. Wait a second, let me see. Clifton Madison. Yes, on Meerkat. Yes, it's my first show on Meerkat. Yes, it is. I was doing some 7 show. I have done 7 shows drinking my cappuccino from this very same place on Periscope, showing people the place, this square, making 2 interviews with people. That's all. But I love this. I love to talk about the creative people and to help creating people. So I start to this is what I'm doing now with my hands. It's typically Italian thing that I took from them, and I love it. So please accept it. This is me. Okay. Oh, thank you. This is the square is fantastic, beautiful square. And what is important? Go out from the comfort zone. In comfort zone, what I have found in comfort zone when I was working with artists is I have found the people a lot of envy people. Why? They're not bad people. You know what I have realized? They're not bad people. But, I had a friend here listening. Ciao, ciao. And being envy, you know what is behind? They're end to tease. Can't stand in you. But it is who did it, didn't. So, understand. You just... just cancel them. You can't deal with them. Try to understand, because maybe those people. It's like to FIFA, working with famous personality, and that we had attacked trolls. Exact name, but I think it's trolls. And 15 hours, couldn't even stand any feet. It was so for to make them aim down soft. You don't need to be, you don't just go aggressive, translate. Or if you're trying to, if you see trying to say no, they have a spirit who filter a little. Because this, accept them, tap them, the first time, them. But to not too close. Try to see where is the problem, because many of them you can work then ads, Facebook for instance, segment, and of course talk to those who are searching for you, not also working, who are not accepting, without hate, as much can, don't care, understand, will change, and will become your fans for life. That you start to think why you are afraid. You don't need to be afraid of any situation like this. So try to deal with negative people in a positive way. Because if they are there to watch you, means that you have something that they need. So, if they are having problems in accepting you, means that they are having problems with accepting themselves. Of course, you don't need to go that deep if you are at the beginning, but it's not bad to try, especially for the first time, because we all need to be trained. Especially if your vision is a great vision, especially if you have a big dream. Then deal also with big fears. Whenever fear presents, okay, accept it, because it's just an alarm. Remember, please remember, fear is just the alarm, nothing else. It is an alarm of our system saying this maybe could be, it's our little brain, that are functioning well. So you need to think that it is not, I can't say real, because it is real. It is, sounding. You can hear it, you can feel it. So what is important is to accept it and to try to understand how to deal with it. So you need to train your body, your mind, and your emotions. Another important thing, when we are going outside, we are active, so we are doing actions, we are doing imprinting somehow, we are making an impact to the others. We are having our emotions that are traveling in front of us. It's like a wave, that is the first thing that will arrive to the others. Okay? Means that the others, the first thing that will perceive is this emotional part. The emotions are filtering everything. So if you want to do a great impact to the others, you need to bring out your emotional part, your passional part, as strong as it is, but not without your substance. It needs to be, it needs to be the first part of you that will touch another people. This is why the virality exists. When you are doing something positive for the people, they are feeling good, then you are doing something strong emotionally, and maybe also something funny. This is how virality is born. Hello, I'm here. I have friends who are waiting for me. I was working one marketing campaign for one young man, 23 years old. They are here. And they are trying to bring a new, clean air, fresh air to the politics in Italy. So I was working also on this, because we need to change the world. We need to give the best of ourselves. And I'm absolutely sure that every one of you who are here today with me, you have something. And you need to work on it. And you need to give yourself to it, to find a way to make the biggest dream possible and to live it. This is what we are. This is what we are for. And also, the most important is to share it with the others. Don't choose the silence. Don't choose the passive condition. If you have to fight it, look around. You will find for sure somebody who will hear you, who will see you, who will feel you, understand you. So never ever permit to the others to convince you that you don't know, that you can't, that you will not. You can, you will, and you have all what is necessary for your uniqueness to be realized. But choose between opportunity way and strategic way. That is the most important. Choose the action. Choose yourself. Choose the others. Don't permit negativity. When when you hear something negative, remember, could be the place you live, could be your family, the people you thought that loves you, person that you thought that loves you, or could happen. You will have fear to leave this situation, to make a distance. No. Remember always, nothing new begins before something old you haven't closed before. So open the road to success, to realization for yourself now. And connect with me. I'll be so happy to talk to you. And you can ask me whatever you want. You will find me on Twitter, Valeria. I'll be so happy. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. I'm so happy that I have done it. My first meerkat. Okay. Whatever I can do for you, please, just ask. Thank you. Have a nice time. Ciao. Let me show you the square once again. Bye.